What up, y'all? It's your boy, One Sir Grove. This is the 142nd motherfucking episode of Casting 495 Celebrities Worldwide, and I am your host. What's poppin' though? Man, it's 2019. Imagine that shit, man. We living in some space age shit and beyond though. Remember, man, back in the day when shit used to be information technologies, man, after it was computer science, and it was like IT, and IT was this like strange new world and shit, man, brave new world, like Aldous Huxley, you feel me? And it was like, yo, man, you're in IT, and people was like, dude, IT is like some high level shit. Remember that? Man, now these kids, man, they be studying fucking Python, like fucking Python, man, a programming language called Python. I mean, I could go on and on about all these Star Trek technologies we have that manifested, that became real. Man, we could get into some shit like that. But what I wanted to tell y'all, man, back in the 141st episode, previous episode, by the way, thank you for tuning in, man. If it's a new tune in, if it's a previous tune in, man, I'm your boy, OSGOE, that's One Sir Grove, a.k.a. Grovey, a.k.a. Dr. Grove. I'm not a real doctor. That's just my rap name, like Dr. Dre. Yeah, a.k.a. Big Grove Dog. So motherfucking, in the 141st episode, I was talking about how, there was a gentleman who had given me a reference so that I could sign up for the Peace Corps back when I was in the process of signing up for the Peace Corps, shit, like 15 years ago. I should mention, he also went to the same high school that I went to. He played for the Washington State Huskies after high school. So technically, the guy, another young man at the time, who later became an older dude, gentleman that he is now, he and I were a totally different dude. We were in summer school together because we were wilding out, as I was talking about. We were at the same high school. He went to play also for the Washington State Huskies. So the distinction, the differentiation that I did not make as I listened to the podcast after I recorded it, because I always listen, man, to the podcast that I recorded just to listen to what I was talking about and how I was talking about it and whatnot. Oh, and by the way, the volume dropped out. Was it the 140th, where I was talking about Senator Ed, i.e. Senator Edward Markey, a Massachusetts Democrat, that was talking fucking shit about Donald Trump and Donald Trump's solid, sound space defense plan. The volume drops out, man, for like 60 seconds. You can hear it if you turn it up, but moving forward into what it was that I was referring to regarding the two individuals that played for the Washington State Huskies, I just want to say for the official record, they both went to high school with me. I knew them both from high school. So the gang interventionist, the counselor / gang interventionist who I worked with myself as a gang interventionist, that gentleman was a student at my high school who was an older student, but I knew him in school. Like, I knew him, from school. So it's not that he was just a gang interventionist counselor and that I met him later in life while I myself was working as a gang interventionist, and we were at the same outfit. Nah, man, we also went to high school together too. He's also from the same high school that I attended. So I just wanted to let y'all know that. So man, I've been listening to the news on to a different subject. Been listening to the news, man. I listen to conservative talk radio because I'm conservative. I'm Republican. I've never been a Democrat. I've never been liberal ever in time, space time. And I, respect folks' differences of opinions because we're all adults and we can agree to disagree. So when I say that I respect their opinions, I mean I respect the fact that they're humans and that they can have their opinions in America, around the world, and they can speak their minds. That's what the fuck I do. I speak my mind. That's why I do podcasts, man. Because on podcasts, I just speak my mind, man. I say it how I fucking feel it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with the groupthink, man, of the liberal Democrats, man. I'm not part of that beehive mind shit, that collective, that commune. I'm not down with that communal beehive mind link shit, man. That data neural fucking beehive mind link, that Borg shit. I'm not with it, man. And I don't subscribe to it, and I never have, and I'm not part of it, and I don't believe the fucking narrative. You know why? Because, man, coming originally from the Pacific Northwest, I saw a lot of that shit, man. I saw a lot of the Beehive Mind Network neural link shit in its infancy, when that shit had been imported from the former Soviet Union and Soviet bloc countries, states, nation states, and whatnot, man. I saw that shit in its breeding grounds, in its test beds. I saw that shit, man. And that's what's sick and warped about a lot of these fucking pseudo intellectuals. These people who think that they're intellectuals and they want to erect their own walls of their own walls, whereby they lend deaf ears to your intellect. If you're a conservative, if you're a Republican, they're like, no, putting up wall, tell it to the hand, tell it to the mountain. I'm part of the Beehive mind link, neural mind link fucking Borg shit, because they absolutely are. If you're intellectual, as I am, and you're a conservative Republican, they want to fucking shadow ban you, dude, on Twitter. They want to shadow ban you on fucking Google. They want to shadow ban you on Facebook, because they think that's legit to do. To try to turn down your volume, right? So that they can lament, and they can speak vehemently about their socialist beliefs that they have. And they want for you fucking to believe that their shit that they espouse is something that they came up with in America. They want for you to believe that it's an American ideal, an ideology, as some would say. They want for you to believe that that was born of America and that it was started here in America. And it was not. Now, I cite my references, my sources, properly. Mark Levin was talking about that the other night. Let me expand upon that, and let's talk about that a little bit more. Because, man, that really hit home when he was talking about exactly that. How these pseudo-fucking intellectuals, they think that this shit that they talk about is something that is American. It's not. It's un-American. It's fucking socialist, it's Marxist, it's communist, and it was imported into the United States, as Mark Levin expertly indicated and presented, conveyed to his audience. I'm a member of his audience. So I want to talk about that, man. I want to dissect that. I want to look at that. These motherfuckers, man, that talk about all this socialist shit with their narrative about fuck Donald Trump, he's a lunatic, he's out of his mind, he's an insane toddler, he's so immature, he's batshit crazy, he doesn't know what he's talking about, he doesn't even know what a wall is, he doesn't know how a wall functions, he's doing all this shit on Twitter that's totally fucking nuts, and it's bananas, and he's gone bonkers, blah, blah, blah. Dude, I see through all of their banter. I see like a coherent motherfucking goddamn laser beam. I see through all of their bullshit rhetoric. All of their fucking stories. Okay, it started a long time ago, back before a lot of these post-millennials were born. It started before my generation. It's been going on since time immemorial in the context of more than 100 fucking years ago. In terms of the now, let's go to 1998. In 1998, when the internet created at DoD ARPANET was revamped by CERN to make it the World Wide Web, WWW, right? When it started to grow to become this high-speed internet that it is now, or that it's supposed to be, during the 56K dial-up days, the dinosaur days of the internet, if you will, there was this fucking narrative that had surfaced and was circulating around the web that George Bush was the Antichrist. I've talked about this shit before. I want to rehash it, man. Motherfucking George Bush was supposedly the Antichrist. This is the liberal democratic way of thinking. It's a con game. It's a con game. Their supposition, their premise, their establishment, their platform, their party, their whole shit is based upon a foundation of utter fucking bullshit. Nonsense. It's nonsensical. In order to be part of their club, you have to believe shit like George Bush is the Antichrist. As a grown adult human being, you are supposed to believe some biblical non-fucking sense. Some nonsensical, biblical, made-up bullshit. I'm not saying the Bible is non-factual. I'm not saying that there are not historic events that took place that were accurately depicted and written about and talked about in the Bible. I'm not saying that I disbelieve everything that the Bible says and states. No. I've talked about this before. I believe that the Bible is an interpretation by childlike beings, humans, creatures, humans who observed in their childlike medieval, even before medieval times, state of existence. Because they had no frame of reference, many of them, unless they were advanced humanoids that were here to spy on the humans that were cryogenically bred in the Garden of Eden, where they were seated, where the humans were seated in the Garden of Eden, okay, / Garden of Eden. Because let's be real, dude, Book of Enoch, it's in the fucking Book of Genesis, dude. When Adam and Eve were born in the Garden of Eden, and then Abel and Cain, and everything that took place, when he was banished and he went outside the Garden of Eden, he encountered other humans. Where did they come from? Where the fuck did they come from? It's an inconsistency in the Bible, and it tells you that there were other humans outside of the Garden of Eden, and apparently Adam and Eve were not the first humans on this planet. They were not the first humanoids on this planet. It's fucking obvious, dude. Okay? The Bible is a story that we tell our children to instill certain morals and certain beliefs, and it is a story that was written by multiple individuals over time, and humans observed different things that took place in past histories, past timelines, and it's a good fucking story, dude. It is an absolutely fucking great story. It's just that not all of it is real, and not all of it is accurate. Do I believe that there was an Adam and Eve? Absolutely. Do I believe that it was somewhere in the Fertile Crescent? 100%. Do I believe that they were cryogenically seeded human beings? Just like the movie Interstellar, where cryogenic breeding was going on, different planets, seeding rather of humans on different planets was taking place by capsules, human fucking time capsules essentially, cryogenic sleep state of embryos being fucking seeded on planets in a canister. Dude, totally. That's absolutely what the Garden of Eden was. The two flaming swords that protected the Garden of Eden that you read about, I can tell you what those were. They were laser beams. They were laser beams that if you were to enter this area where the Garden of Eden was, Garden of Eden as I call it, the humans that were cryogenically placed there to grow into Adam and Eve, along with the other humans that were in that garden in quotes, dude, it was absolutely an alien base of operations, and the two flaming swords were fucking laser beams. Because if you were some alien race that came to Earth and you found the cryogenic embryos and you try to fuck with that shit, your face, your fucking body, your alien torso would get fucking sawed in half. Just like Phil Schneider when he was deep underground in Area 51 and he pulled out a fucking gun on the tall whites and grays that he encountered. Dude, Phil, I understand, dude, that you're deceased. My point is this: if you're a geothermal, geodesic, geologist, okay, geoengineer, and you're working at Area 51 with the top secret clearance that you say you had, dude, I understand from your interviews that you were a little off, okay? But bro, you see an alien, you should think to yourself, okay, it's not of this earth, which you say in your interviews you knew. So you know the thing's not from this earth, and you're a scientist, and you're gonna pull a fucking gun on the thing? don't you think they might have countermeasures in place since they came here from another planet on a fucking spaceship or through a wormhole, dude, through hyperspace with using element 115 as part of their propulsion system? Don't you think, dude, if they made it to this planet, they probably have some type of weapon systems? Don't you think they probably use lasers? And dude, don't you fucking realize that pulling a gun on the Greys is in the tall whites is why they fucking sawed your motherfucking goddamn fingers off with a blue wave of energy, as you talk about? And then you have the nerve to talk about they smelled like rubble. They smelled like the worst kind of stink and stench you've ever smelled in your life. Dude, they're from another planet. They have the technology to get to this fucking planet, and you're going to insult them? You're going to insult them? Dude, they were underground, living on this planet peacefully, and they didn't want to be fucking bothered by you and your stank ass. Your fucking stank breath, fool. And so you encounter their underground alien habitat. You pull your little medieval fucking rusty fucking Elmer Fudd revolver on or whatever, your 9 milli, right? Because you're on some hood shit. You pull out your little rusty pistol on some aliens that have the technology to traverse space and time, and you don't think they're gonna fucking saw you up with the goddamn laser beam. And that's exactly what they did, Phil. They sawed your fucking fingers off, okay? They let you live for a short period of time, but man, you shot somebody's wife or husband, and you were talking shit about them, dude, okay? You were talking shit about them with your medieval ass. You didn't say to yourself, wait, I'm a scientist. I probably shouldn't pull a pistol on gray aliens, on fucking tall whites, Nordic tall whites. I probably shouldn't be pulling pistols on niggas from Zeta Reticuli, or Reticuli in your Latin, or whatever you think it is or should be, right? Yeah, I'm an earthling. They're aliens with lasers. I'm gonna reach for my pistola, and that's gonna fucking be advantageous on my side of the line. Like, that's my posture, is to draw down on the tall whites and the grays. Dude, bro, really? They're at an underground encampment, as you described. A motherfucking alien underground installation. They came from another star system, dude. You're a fucking so-called scientist with an above top secret security clearance. And your rationale, right, your thinking process is, okay, I'm at an underground alien base. Yo, time to draw down with my lead ammo, like my metallic gun, like on an alien base. That's gonna help me. Dude, you deserve getting your fucking fingers sawed off, dude, okay, by a fucking alien energy directed beam weapon, okay? I'm just putting that out there, bro. You deserve that shit, man. That was the stupidest shit you could have fucking done. You were not in any kind of danger, as far as I can tell from the historic account, from the record, as it was, and as it were, and dude, you drew down on some aliens that did not pose a fucking threat to you, and you shot one of them, and so they burned your motherfucking fingers off, dude. It could have been a lot worse, dude. And ultimately, from what I hear, it was because you still were talking shit about how they stink and how they're spreading diseases on Earth, okay? Which you don't know that, okay? You're talking shit about these people that maybe, I'm just saying, maybe they came here to help your dumb ass, dude. Maybe they did. Maybe they've had a hand in your development, dude, and they've been trying to help you, dude. And here you are shooting at them with your fucking Elmer Fudd ass pistol, dude. Okay? Talking shit sideways, like, dude, you got a security clearance and you're drilling underground, bombing out fucking sheets of rock so that humans can go down below and fuck with these aliens that are underground, right? Because I know about the berets and everything, man, and I've read the whole account a zillion fucking times, and I've seen witness testimonies and corroboration of facts, dude, and all this kind of shit. So you go underground to fuck with the aliens. Did they pose a threat to you, dude? They obviously were hiding from you and didn't want your stink ass around them. And then you're gonna open up, dude. You're gonna open fire on them. What a piece of shit, dude. Dude, and then after they sawed your fucking and I'm supposed to believe that you're a rational operator because you're giving a speech about them as if you are a rational operator. All I heard from your speech, dude, from your presentations, was a bunch of ego, dude. I mean, you sound like a bigot, but in the alien sense of it all. Oh yeah, they're here and they stink. And I shot one of them, and yes, they are mortal, and yes, they can die, and I mortally wounded one of them, and I so quickly pulled my trusty fucking pistol on one of them. Yeah, you sound to me like a rootin', tootin', shootin' fucking bigot that went up against some highly advanced, zillions of years beyond your medieval heathenry, okay? Your heathenness nature. You try to go up against these advanced, intelligent alien beings with your fucking medieval knuckle dragon, fucking chest beating rhetoric, and you think that's going to help you? And plus, you also think that I'm supposed to think highly of you because of your decision-making, thinking process? How do you have an above top secret security clearance if that's the way that you behave? That's the way that you behave, and you have an above top secret security clearance and a gun at S4, okay, at Area 51 Groom Lake, and you're fucking with aliens, dude, pulling out fucking medieval rusty pistols on aliens that are armed with lasers that come from quite possibly maybe even another star system, dude. And you're gonna draw down on advanced intelligent alien beings that are fucking zillions of years more intelligent and traveled and cultured and knowledgeable than you? Dude, you're stupid as fuck, dude. You're dumb as fuck. You're fucking dumb, dude. Straight up dumb as fuck. Like, your thinking process suggests that, okay, you got a security clearance, totally rational operator, totally a geoengineer scientist, with the gun licensed, and I'm supposed to be like, woohoo, go Phil Schneider, yeah, everything you said, oh, the Greys, tall whites, combination of their alliance, whatever. Dude, yeah, they're totally spreading diseases on Earth. They're filthy, stinking, fucking rotten, smelling, fucking pieces of shit. Man, if I see one, I should draw down on them too, man. Go Phil Schneider. Go Phil Schneider. Go Phil Schneider. Yeah, that was cool how you drew down on him, man, and how you talked about how you blasted one of them, man, and how you just did it so just callously, bro, and maliciously, man. That was so fucking Rambo of you, dude. That was so cool. And they fucking lasers your fingers off, fool. You're fucking stupid, man. Straight up, bro. Like, you weren't even thinking straight, man. Like, and if you think you were, and if you claim that you were, I can't buy that story, man. It doesn't bode well with me, man. It doesn't sit well. Because, man, it sounds like you're fucking problematic, dude. And that you're causing problems with extraterrestrials. And I'm being fucking deadly serious, man. I'm being absolutely motherfucking straight up. Like, I'm not even flinching, dude. Like, I'm not even joking. That shit happened. And, dude, they fucking lasered your finger off, man, because of your behavior. And the way that you were acting toward some beings from another world, from another planet that weren't bothering you, dude. Okay? You had no business fucking with them, man. And let alone, you didn't even say to yourself, these beings are from another planet, more advanced technology. I'm a geoengineer scientist. Let me do the quick mental math. I probably shouldn't step to these niggas. I probably shouldn't fuck with these niggas. They have capabilities zillions of years beyond my medieval knuckle dragon, chest beating, testosterone infused fucking monkey ass. Yeah. So, back to what I was saying. So, Garden of Eden, lasers. The two flaming swords, it's obvious in my mind. Now, I could tell you about a place out in the forest in the Eastern world where Russian scientists, you can find the video on YouTube, they found some columns out in the forest. There were talks of these columns that existed out in the forest. And so the people that reported these columns existed out in this forest, they talked about how anyone who got near these strange columns made of some strange type of material, metamaterials, some type of materials unknown to humans, if you got close to them within a certain proximity of this perimeter of these columns, that you would instantly fucking fall ill. I've talked about this before, but look how I tie it into this podcast presentation. I don't go off on tangents. It's all calculated. Everything I'm talking about, this presentation, everything that I convey is all part of my presentation that's been calculated very meticulously. So, it's the method to my madness. So, these scientists, they go to this location and they actually find the columns. You can see the documentary. They instantly fall out. Some of them going temporarily blind. Just blinded. They're blind now. Nauseated, fucking vomiting, sick, feeling deathly ill, fucking bone chills, like hot cold flashes. They just fall out. They plank. They're done. They're down and out for the fucking count because they got close to this array of columns out in this forest, these Russian scientists. So they're airlifted, dude, out of range, taken away from that location where those columns are on Earth, which is a real thing. Okay? When they got back to their base of operations, out of range of those columns, all of the symptoms that they had been exhibiting, all of their ailments, their seeming illness, dissipated and was gone without a trace and without any kind of residual effects. So what that tells you is that there were countermeasures, some type of electro-optical, sensory, invisible to human perception, other than the effects thereof, there too. There were some type of countermeasures in place there, at play, at work, where on a very real and serious level of reality, whatever beings created that, humanoid, advanced humans from the future, aliens, it's us, aliens from another fucking planet, planetary system, star system, solar system, fucking dimension, whatever put those things there, those columns, it didn't want humans anywhere there. At the same time, the countermeasures that are in place and at work, they're humane in nature. They're non-lethal. And there's no residual effect. So it emanates some type of wave frequency pattern that keeps humans at bay, sends the message that, yo, you're blind now, nigga. You fucking down with the bone chills, okay? And you're incapacitated, dude. You're essentially temporarily paralyzed, but it's not permanent, okay? You don't ever want this type of shit to happen ever again. Get the fuck out of here. Don't ever fucking come back. And tell niggas, don't fucking come here. That's some advanced alien type shit. Tell me it's not. Now, many have rumored, postulated, posited, hypothesized, theorized that structure of columns is a particle beam weapon that's hidden on Earth in the event that it needs to shoot some shit down secretly. That's what it's there for. That it is in fact an array of columns that collectively form some type of particle beam, and that if something comes within Earth's atmosphere, airspace, that it acts as a focus beam directed energy beam weapon and can shoot some shit down. When you look at Istanbul, when you look at Darren Kuyu, D Delta Echo Romeo, India November Kilo Uniform Yankee Uniform DERINKUYU or something like that, Darren Kuyu. If you look at that underground city fortress that was built with those doors that are several tons of rock on one side, but from the other side you can move it with a fucking feather, essentially. It's feather weight light. It's ultra light. Like you can tap it with your finger and several tons of rock move effortlessly. But from the other side, it's several tons of rock that you cannot penetrate. That's alien fucking technology, dude. That's not shit that humans created. It's alien technology, dude, that was brought to this planet. So when you see that some niggas from some other planet came here, Ahura Mazda, and you look at the flying vehicle that he used to traverse the landscape of Earth that he sat in, for which there's a depiction of him in that chariot, which is not really a chariot, but it's a fucking hyper vehicle where you can hop in it and you can fly over Earth's landscape and direct niggas to build shit and do things, right? Darren Kuyu, dude, was built most likely by Ahura Mazda, and he directed it to be built because he knew about some shit in outer space and that shit's threat to the Earth. So they built this underground base. They locked themselves in there, and whatever was from outer space couldn't even get underground into Darren Kuyu, and could not penetrate the nexus of underground tunnels with interlocking sections of that underground fortress base, because it didn't even know that it existed. Probably when it was scanning the Earth, there's nothing but Earth, and even with its penetration, signals that could penetrate granite rock for whatever reason, didn't know that it was there, or even if it did know that it was there, didn't know how to access it, even with advanced technology. Could they drop bunker busters? Could they drop bombs, missiles? Could they shoot fucking particle beam weapons through the Earth? Perhaps, but it looks like they didn't because the base is still intact. So whatever was coming after him, Ahura Mazda, he obviously knew how to implement countermeasures on Earth. He knew that these advanced beings from some other place in the cosmos would most likely not find this place, and if it did, there would be deterrence in place, and they apparently worked. So, that being alien technology, as I've discussed, man, when you look back at human history and the shit that these humans on this current timeline, OTT, as I say, Oscar, Tango, on this timeline, OTT, when you look at these fucking politicians, dude, and the shit that they talk about, it's medieval as fuck, dude, and it's absolutely fucking stupid. And I don't subscribe to any of their fucking Borg nonsense, man. Because to follow their narrative, dude, it's not like the gray, it's not like gray alien culture. It's not like Zeta culture that's advanced where they've moved beyond Earth thinking as a commune, where they are this group of homogenous, everybody looks the same, it's all homogeneity, every gray essentially looks like the next gray, they're all telepathic, they're all on this wavelength, they can all communicate. Dude, they've been around for zillions of eons. They've been around forever, pretty much. And the tall whites the same. And look how they coordinate shit. Look how they got it together. You see, the thing is with these fucking liberal Democrats, they don't have it together. They don't have what the grays have. They don't have the homogeneity. They have a false sense of homogeneity and cohesion. They have a false sense of collective and commune and what it means to be communal, because they're fucking liars, because they're deceptive and they deceive each other. there is infighting. Now, you can say the same thing about Republicans and conservatives, and you can play up the narrative that there's chaos inside the Trump party, blah, 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 because these people, couldn't take it and they fucking left, or they were fired, or they resigned. And so that's chaos, right? That's what happens when you have a powerful person stand up and say, enough of the bullshit. Some people, man, they just can't deal with that shit, man. They're just like, yeah, man, Trump is too much for me, man. And so I'm going to join the opposition. I'm going to join the narrative where people say that George Bush is the Antichrist. Yeah, now I'm going to play up the narrative with these grown folks, right? Because we're all college educated. So now the news story is that Donald Trump is the Antichrist, and every conservative Republican is the Antichrist. They're all the Antichrist, the Antichrist, the Antichrist, because that's what educated grown folks do, right? Pretend like a president is the Antichrist so that people that are weak-minded, who believe in the Bible and shit, right? You play up their fears, so you're a fearmonger now, too. Now you're fear-mongering and telling people that George Bush, who's sitting on his porch with his hard lemonade and shit out there, on the ranch, yeah, he's the Antichrist, even though he's passing out food to fucking people in need, right? And he's a senior citizen now. Dude, I'll never play along with your fucking stories, man. I'll never play along with your fucking Marxist lunacy, dude. Your socialist Marxist lunacy. I don't want to be part of your stupid fucking club where I have to pretend shit like that, man. Oh, yeah, totally. My name's Grove, man. One Sir Grove, O-S-G-O-E, and I'm a liberal Democrat. Dude, I am so fucking about the liberal Democratic Party, and I'm going to tell you why. George Bush is the Antichrist. I mean, dude, that's how the liberal Democratic fucking party operates, is they pass around these stories on all these social media networks that are fucking preposterous. I like to use the word preposterous because they are preposterous. They're inane, they're asinine, they're absurd, right? And then when I wanted to mention this too. There's an app, I actually use it. It's called Smart News. Smart News is a good app for one reason. It shows you the world and what's going on around the world in one click of the button. You go to the world section and it just keeps going. You can show more and it just keeps going. And it shows everything just like a global command center. So you can see all these things going on around the world using the Smart app. Here's the problem with the Smart app. There's no conservative fucking news, dude, on the app that I've ever seen in the almost year that I've had the fucking app. No, dude, there's no conservative news. It's all shit that is totally devoid of anything conservative Republican. Anything conservative does not exist. It's totally non-existent. Wow, that's a really interesting, impartial, end quote, objective, in quotes, impartial. Yeah, that's a really interesting fucking source of news. Smart News app. Okay? So, dude, when I see shit like that, shadow banning of people, I'm like, wow, you guys talk about freedom and how you're Americans, right? Gotta give it to you. You guys are Americans. But how American are you really, dude, when you want to quelch Republican conservative views in America? It's no longer where the Republicans can say this and the Democrats can say this. Like when I was a kid in America. No. Now you have this technocracy where these technocrats in Silicon Valley are trying to turn down the volume on fucking Republicans and conservatives. And shadow ban on websites. And Google, dude, is full of shit. Google is 100% fucking full of shit. When it talks about there's no bias, man, I don't need to do any type. I do science. I apply science. I look at stats. I look at numbers. I look at data sets. I look at all that shit. I analyze it, and I do math by fucking hand, bro. I do math on notepads, and I use software. I can see the statistical analyses, man. I can throw the numbers into a fucking number crunching system, and I can look at that shit. Fuck what Google's talking about. They absolutely are biased, man. When you go to Google search, dude, and you go through Google search and you see what I see, it's all devoid of everything that I'm talking about. They want to paint the world in a certain way. And I know that shit as a fucking scientist. Because, dude, I work in science. My academic background is in science. I do science research and analysis, man, all fucking day, all night. And I know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, They're absolutely doing exactly what the fuck I just said and what other people know that they're doing. So they can get up there, man. They can get up on the little soapbox, the lectern, the little pulpit, and they can talk about, oh no, we totally are not doing that, and that's not what we here at Google do, and we firmly stand by our terms of service in that we want for there to be intellectual discourse and objectivity and blah, 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 but it's all a fucking lie. It's all a lie for Google. Google lie. Google's a liar company. Google. Yeah, it's all madness, dude, in terms of these motherfuckers, dude, with all their fucking deep state shit, dude. It's sick. It's disgusting. It's alarming. It's disconcerting, dude. It's disheartening. Growing up in America, dude, I genuinely thought, okay, well, I'm Republican conservative because there's no history on this timeline of me ever having been fucking liberal or a Democrat, is what I meant to say. Ever. And there's no trace or history of that anywhere in space-time. I've never been liberal in any way, shape, or form, or a Democrat. And ever in my lifetime. Never wanted to be and will never be. Dude, looking back at the days of innocence when I was a kid, man, hanging out with Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts and shit, going on nature hikes, man, up in mountain ranges of the Pacific Northwest, Mount Rainier and Mount Baker and shit, and fucking swimming in lakes and rivers and, the fucking Pacific Ocean and stuff like that, man. And, in school, lecture, debate clubs and stuff, man, because I was class president in junior high school a couple years in a row. I've talked about this before. I genuinely thought, well, okay, I'm not a liberal Democrat. There are two parties. It's a two-party bicameral system, yada, yada, yada. But, they have their beliefs, man, because, we're all Americans, right? Well, I didn't think that in the future it was going to be the liberal Democrats who talk about freedom and democracy, the liberal Democrats who talk about freedom and democracy, didn't know that it was going to be they, them, those who are the ones now who are actually trying to turn the world into the antithesis of America, which is an Orwellian 1984 system where people do not have the right on social media to express wholeheartedly their beliefs, their feelings, how they feel about politics, how they feel about the world around them, us. No. It was going to be a slant, a bias, whereby you cannot have your Republican conservative views on certain social media platforms because it's not allowed in your fucking shadow ban in America. Okay? So I'm supposed to believe liberal Democrats that that's okay for America. That's the trend, and it's okay because that's what America should be about. That is how the world should fucking be. There should be an America where liberal Democrats do not allow for Republicans, conservatives to express their views on the open internet, on certain social media platforms, because the liberal Democrats are now the Orwellian system that ironically they claimed they were against when I was a child. In terms of their pillars, in terms of their tenets, in terms of their belief system, in that they're all about liberation, being liberal, liberalism, democracy. Bullshit. I have explained it very fucking clearly in terms of their hypocrisy, their fucking fake ass narrative, their bullshit, their Orwellian system that they are projecting, that they have created, their technocracy against conservative Republican beliefs, and their encroachment of the American Republic, man. They're impinging on what the American Republic is supposed to fucking be. So is that what Republican conservatives are supposed to do? Are we supposed to create a technocracy now to counter the socialist, Marxist, communist threat that was imported into the United States, that manifested in the form of moles, rogue operatives working at companies like Google, Twitter, Facebook? Are we supposed to create a platform that's separate, that eschews liberal comments and liberal statements and liberal opinions? Should we do that? Where you cannot have your opinion on our platform, and if you seek to, you will be shadow banned, just as you started yourselves to do to us, because you fucking started it. We did not. Is that what we should do? Because history knows that you started it. You started it in the former Soviet Union. You started it with communism. You imported communism, socialism, Marxism to the United States. Those are alien and not of the United States. Those are alien belief systems. Those are not of our country. They're not from America. America was founded, originally established, as a Judeo-Christian nation, just as Iran has its religious beliefs and its theocracy of a nation. The same is true of Saudi Arabia with its theocracy, its theocratic government, where you have to believe what they believe in order to be part of their club. Okay? So America was founded on Judeo-Christian beliefs. And now some of you want to make it a communist motherfucking country because you believe that you have the right to do that. The problem with that is that you don't seem to fully understand America, our Constitution, Declaration of Independence, and our various institutions of government and how they fully work and operate on a comprehensive level. You see, if you read the writing on the wall, America is a republic, is what the fuck it is. It's a republic that shall not be altered in said form. But y'all pseudo-intellectual motherfuckers don't understand that. And those of you pseudo-fucking fake-ass intellectuals with all of your narratives that I'm supposed to believe to be part of your club, that George Bush is the Antichrist and Donald Trump is the Antichrist and the other Bush was the Antichrist and blah, blah, blah. Blabbing out the side of your fucking face neck. Yeah, because I got to believe your stories like that to be part of your fucking club. Yeah, if you do know that America is a republic that shall not be altered in its form, then you know that what you're doing is against America, is un-American, and is technically illegal. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to infiltrate our U.S. American government as communist Marxists, as Marxist communists, as socialist Marxist communists. And that is absolutely what you are doing and have been doing. Now, I understand what you do. And I know that you do it under the guise of liberalism. Because I'm supposed to be like, tee-hee-hee, it's all a joke, it's all a game, ha-ha-ha, you guys are liberal Democrats. I'm not saying all liberal Democrats are extreme. I'm not saying that. I'm being very clear in my presentation that not everyone has this extreme view in the liberal Democratic Party. Many do, however. Nancy Pelosi, she is absolutely one that is extreme. And the illegality of it all is quite apparent. Because when it becomes extreme socialism, when it becomes extreme socialism / Marxism / communism, which it is, in her case, where I don't give a fuck what some other Americans believe, in that they hold to the belief that it was Donald Trump who was responsible largely for the shutdown in the blame game? It's Nancy Pelosi. She's the one actually responsible for the protracted, prolonged, ongoing standoff that has caused Americans to suffer because of her Marxist fucking socialist, Marxist, communist fucking insanity and lunacy. And it's absolutely crystal fucking clear. Now, do you really think I should jump ship, dude? And I should switch over and become a liberal Democrat and join your fucking club, those of you who are, and play pretend as an adult and pass on the narrative that that the Bushes were the Antichrist and Trump is the Antichrist and Donald Trump is a toddler and he doesn't know what offense is and he's out of his mind and he's wacko and he's so stupid, even though he beat all of you at your own fucking game, right? Even though he's thousands of times more powerful than you financially. A lot of you, most of you, 99% of you. I should play along with you because you're trying to go up against a titan, a giant, someone who outsmarted you politically. I should be on your fucking side, right? I should fucking join forces with you and I should just throw in the towel and I should become a fucking liberal Democrat and spread narratives like the president is the Antichrist. Right. George Bush is the fucking Antichrist. No. Period. I am not going to play along with your immature, supposedly adult, supposedly college-educated fucking club of socialist, Marxist, communist lunacy. I'm not going to do it, dude. You know why? Because it's un-fucking American. It's un-American. It's counter to America. It's not America. That's not what America's about, dude. And I don't fucking laugh at your jokes. Okay? They're not funny to me. Nancy Pelosi isn't fucking funny to me. Al Sharpton is a piece of shit to me. He's not fucking funny. Okay? I don't even like how Fox kept bringing him on the fucking air back when Hannity was fucking talking to him all the times that he did, bringing him on the air. Why are you going to bring that court jester, Mr. Hannity? I respect you, Sean, but dude, sometimes, man, dude, some of your moves, dude, like when you bring keep Al Sharpton the fuck off your show is my opinion, man. Like, don't ever have that motherfucker on your show, dude, is my opinion. Fuck that dude, man, is my opinion. And the dude is a minstrel court jester, man. Motherfucking him and his narrative and his stories, just like fucking Louis Farrakhan and his bullshit, his anti-Semitism and his anti-Semitism and his anti-Semitism and his anti-Semitic nature in Chicago, talking all that fucking shit. It's not funny to me, dude. I'm not gonna laugh or make jokes about the Holocaust, man. I'm not gonna laugh and fucking make jokes and be dismissive, and it's not fucking okay, dude. At all. He's not okay, dude. And Al Sharpton's not okay. And Nancy Pelosi isn't fucking okay. And it's not a joke, dude. And it's not funny to me. And some of these conservatives, man, Republicans, the way you downplay this shit and you laugh it up, like, you know, the thing, it's not fucking funny, dude. These people are seeking to fleece America. That's their stated goal, aim, objective. 45 goals of communism. Google it. 45 goals of communism. Okay? Dude, I have a conservative radio talk show. I'm not bringing any of those motherfuckers on my show. They're all punks, dude. Fuck each and every one of them, dude. They're not funny to me, man. The shit they do, the shit that they're trying to do to undermine America, the shit that they're trying to do to fuck up America is not a laughing matter, dude. And it's not to be taken lightly. It is not to be taken lightly in any regard, any fucking shape or form, dude. That's why I took the podcast. I speak my mind. You're not going to censor me on my fucking podcast on my show. I use profanity. My shows are profanity laden. I can't even come on your Fox News Network, man. I respect Fox. I can't even speak my mind on Fox, dude. I use profanity, dude. I can't tiptoe on eggshells, man. Walk on fucking eggshells and pussyfoot around on a network that lets niggas like motherfucking Al Sharpton, fucking Jake Minstrels, dude, chump sucker busters like fucking, like that dude is a waste of bandwidth, yo. Like, what the fuck, man? And I'm mixed minority, man. I am a black man in America, as you call me. I am brown skinned. I am African American, as you call me. Okay? That nigga, man, fuck that dude, man. What the fuck, man? You got him on the show when you could have some other people on the show, and you keep bringing them on because you think that his, your ratings are going through the roof and shit, man. Man, fuck that, man. I wouldn't even talk to that dude. Like, straight up, I ain't got nothing to say to that motherfucker, man. That dude is such a fucking stereotype. That dude is such a punk, man, with his image that he portrays, man. And for real, that's how y'all are rolling. You see, on my show, man, I speak my mind and I call it how it is, man. And I use profanity. You know why? Because I keep it real, man. Because I keep it real. Because all you motherfuckers on TV with your FCC regulations and shit, when you're not on CNN, when you're not on Fox News, I know exactly where you are. You're at the lounge having drinks. You're at the lounge having drinks. And guess what you're doing? You're using profanity. You're using obscenities. You're using epithets that are, how shall we say? Racist. All you motherfuckers, honestly, man, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, brown. All y'all motherfuckers, man, have said some racist shit in your lifetime, man. 99% of you behind closed doors. And then you get on fucking TV, man. You get on fucking TV and you act pious. You act holier than thou. And you act like you have to and that you do adhere to some strict guidelines, code of ethics, work ethic, blah, 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 blase, blah, and that you're above board and CNN is a real network of journalists and shit. You guys aren't real fucking journalists, dude. You guys are bum-ass niggas. You guys are some punk-ass motherfuckers. You dudes are absolutely unfucking American. You might as well just have the hammer and sickle up on the CNN shit, because that's exactly what the fuck you are. You guys are socialist, Marxist, communist infiltrators of the American public universe, world of America. You're infiltrators. You've been since day one. You report fake-ass news. You're not nice people. You're unpleasant, and you're fucking demonic. And I mean that. I mean, you're tapped into some evil shit. That's what socialism is, man. Socialism, Marxism, communism is some evil shit. I'm going to tell you how evil it is. I just did. It's some evil shit. Where I got to play pretend as an adult that George Bush is the fucking Antichrist, and I got to pass it on, right? Man, I've had so many motherfuckers, man, think because of the color of my skin, they're like, well, because you know what's going on with the current admin. And I'm like, yeah, Donald Trump, the man who I supported, I absolutely do. He's trying to get America, man, back up and running the way that it should be. Because motherfuckers are so pretentious. They think that I'm in on their club playing along with their fucking system, dude. And by the way, communism is anti-Christianity, if anybody didn't fucking know. So it is the anti-Christ system, okay? The socialist, Marxist, communist system is devoid of Christianity, and it is against Christianity, making it anti-Christian. And you want me to play along with that shit? No. I will have no part in your anti-Christ system. So, people, pretentious, presumptuous, assumptive, they assume a lot of times from the outset of my conversation with them that I'm a fucking liberal Democrat because of my skin color. And I'm supposed to be like, oh, you're college educated. You're totally smart. Yeah, you're totally smart and objective and open-minded because you just automatically assumed that I'm part of your fucking stupid club. You're like, oh, because you know what's going on with the current admin. And I'm like, yeah, I do. And here's news for you, pal. I'm not in on your fucking stupid communist, Marxist, socialist fucking piece of shit club that you're part of, dude. I'm on the other side, motherfucker. So I don't know why you want for me to pass it on, dude, to your little grapevine code exchange network and shit, man. On your Telex network, man. On your motherfucking, on your little Xerox shit, man. Passing it on through the flyer. No, dude, I ain't playing with you, man. I ain't fucking playing with you, man. And no, you're so stupid. Not everybody on the East Coast is against Donald Trump, you stupid motherfucker. And no, dude, Donald Trump isn't racist, because that's the next thing. Well, how could you support a president who's racist? I see no observable empirical data to support your fucking pipe dream of a story. See the color of my skin? Don't you think if I thought that Trump was racist, that I would not support him? Now, do you see how I support him? That must mean that I don't view him as being racist. Now, you're white, right? You're white, right? You're white Caucasian, right? Right. And you think that I am against Trump when you first meet me because you're white and I have brown skin, right? And then when I tell you I support Trump, you tell me, no, he's racist. No, he's racist. You don't even think for a second that I'm the dude with brown skin. And you're not. I will let you motherfucker know if Donald Trump is racist or not. I'm the one with brown skin. I'll let you fucking know if I think that he's racist or not. You're not gonna fucking tell me that Donald Trump is racist as if I am clueless, motherfucker. That already tells me I don't want to fucking participate in your bullshit, right? Because you automatically assume that I'm some dumb sucker who's not hip to shit, okay? And then I'm just some punk bootlick lackey, Uncle fucking Tom, going along with your racist fucking KKK Democratic Liberal fucking party. No, dude. No, I'm not part of your shit, man. I'm not part of your fucking liberal Democratic fucking party, man. I'm not playing along with your lies and your deceit against America. Your lies that you tell America and that you tell poor people who live in impoverished communities because they're sadly undereducated. I'm not part of your brainwash shit, man. You automatically think that I'm some stupid motherfucker who doesn't know what you know. I'm the dude with brown skin, and you're trying to tell me as if I'm derelict? You're trying to tell me as if I'm fucking derelict that I am unknowing, unbeknownst to me, Donald Trump is racist, and that I need to heed your bullshit information. Take heed of your conveyance of information in that regard. You're fucking stupid, man. You're absolutely fucking stupid. You don't shape my way of thinking. You don't form my fucking thoughts. I'm not a fucking follower, motherfucker. I'm a leader. I'm a leader, not a fucking sycophantic follower like you are. I don't follow your fucking club, your brainwash, your Jim Crow laws, your modern day plantation. I don't subscribe to your brainwashed, egalitarian, liberal, statist, nanny state, socialist, Marxist, Frederick Engels, Karl Marx fucking doctrine. Your Mussolini shit. Your motherfucking, your fucking Soviet Union shit. Your Pol Pot shit. Your commie shit. I don't fucks with you, man. I don't fucks with ya at all on any kind of fucking level of reality, dude. I'm not part of your fucking Hillary Clinton system. I'm not part of your Nancy Pelosi fucking system. I'm not part of your Obama fucking shucking and jiving minstrel fucking stoogery buffoonery system, dude. Not down with it. Not down with Bradley Manning, Chelsea Manning. I'm not down with Edward Snowden. No, he's not a hero in my book. No, I'm not, dude. No, he's a traitor in my book. I'm not down with fucking Julian Assange and any of his bullshit. Fucking high-tech espionage, high-tech fucking terrorist. No, dude. You're leaking secrets. You're leaking American secrets, dude. You're leaking CIA secrets. Loose lips sink ships. You guys are fucking traitors who seek to undermine America. And I'm not on your team. I don't fuck with you, man. My name's One Sir Grove.